One of the most important interviews of my life happened at 2:30 a.m. in the night. And no, I wasn't desperate. And why then? Why I had to take that interview at so late in the night? And what was interviewer also doing? Like why he was taking the interview at so late in the night? The reason was I was visiting India from the US at the time. And this timing was the only option because uh, because the interviewers who were going to hire for this position were in US. They were in the California PST time zone. This was a convenient time for them, and I said, yeah, let's see, let's go for this interview. Oh, what is going to happen? But what happened next completely changed, how I look at the opportunities, and that's why I wanted to share this with all of you, because I think my outlook changed after this interview that happened a few years back. What happened was, this was, I think, a couple of years back. I was visiting India from US, and I was having great time, with the family. It's little hectic because when we revisit India, it's like a short duration, couple of weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. We have a lot of friends to meet. We have a lot of shopping to do. We have a lot of, you know, like with the family as well. There are a lot of things that we want to talk. There are so many things, the people who are actually visiting from the outside countries in their home country would resonate. What I'm trying to say is it's like very hectic. We have jet lags as well, so initial few days go, we have few immigration things that also we have to take care of. So there are a lot of things that happen. But I just suddenly get a call from a recruiter saying that there is this opportunity with a company, and would you be interested? I'm like, yeah, let's go ahead. So I had a word with the recruiter, and uh, I was able to clear that recruiter round. And he said that would it be possible to take the interview with the hiring manager today at this time? And the time that he gave was in a PST time, but per India, because I was in India, it was 2:30 at night. And I said yes. I don't know why I said that, but at that moment, I just didn't want to uh, come across as, say, maybe, let me think about it. I just thought, like, this is the company I want to work for, and this is a great role, why I should let go of this opportunity, because even if it is late at night, anyways, it's not like I'm doing something or I'm traveling at the time. Just go for it and see how it goes. So I said, yeah. And they said, okay, let me schedule this call with the interviewer, with the hiring manager at 2:30. I mean, based on the PST time zone they scheduled at the time. That was in the afternoon for California PST time zone. Now I said yes. At the time I felt, I just thought I should have told the recruiter. I mean, when I hung up the call, I thought I should have told the recruiter that I'm not in US, I'm in India, and this is late at night. But I said it doesn't make sense for me to call back. And even after that, I just felt that it's not great for me to kind of let them know that I'm traveling. I don't know why. I don't know why, but I just felt it's not great for me to let them know that I'm visiting India and it's late for me and all that. I just felt, if that is a time that suits everyone, like the recruiter or the hiring manager, then unless I'm not traveling or I'm absolutely not able to take that call, then I should let them know. Otherwise, it doesn't make sense for me to tell them. So I'm like, whatever. So when the time started to come little later, that was, I think this happened on a previous day, I think previous night in India, and it was scheduled for next day. And so when I was actually preparing for it the whole day, I was little anxious, right? Even though we have given hundreds and thousands of interviews in our entire career, I was little anxious at the time because I felt how I'm going to fare, because we are not used to giving interviews so late at night, because we'll be sleep deprived. And even though we have jet lags and all, at that time I was not in jet lag, and it was difficult for me. So I didn't know, like, how I'm going to fare in that. I have said them no, that it is late, but I said, whatever. So on, I still remember that day, that in the evening time, when I was talking with the friends and all, and I told them, I have the interview at night, and they are like, are you crazy? Like, you have brought your work here. Even when you are in India, you are still trying to give your interviews. But I just thought, the opportunity has come, let's give it a try. I prepared whatever I can, but I mean there were no material available for me because I was visiting on a visit. If we are at home, we have all the materials and notes ready. Because I was visiting, I didn't have many of it or most of it. So I went ahead and gave the interview. I still remember when I was giving the interview, I was like, uh, I'm will I be able to answer these questions? It's like so late at the night. It's difficult, right? If it is like in the afternoon, your answering is totally different than at night, like midnight. So I was like, even during the interviews, I'm like, I want to make sure I'm like, my mind is very sharp and I'm able to answer these questions, whatever they're asking. But I just went ahead and gave that interview, and I just felt that like my outlook has really changed after that. How? Let me just talk about it. I think I got 3 lessons out of it. I personally feel I got 3 lessons out of it, and I would like to share those with you. Number one is, I think waiting for a perfect timing is not the way to go. Like, it will never come. Because I feel if I had tried to hesitate at a time, it may have happened that somebody else would have gotten that opportunity, probably, right? I would have said, can we wait till I get back after a few weeks to US, or some things there. Probably there would be some other candidates who would be more inclined, ready to give the interview. They would have gotten that opportunity. So because I did not wait for that perfect time, it's great that because it never comes. So that's one of the lessons I think I got from it, and I'm sharing it with you because I don't know how I pulled it off at the time, because I didn't think at the time. I just got a call and I decided yes. But when I think of it retrospectively now, that is what comes to my mind. Number two lesson is preparation matters more than the conditions. The reason I'm saying it, because I was prepared at the time. I was prepared to give that interview. I was able to kind of push through the adverse conditions which were there, if I put it that way. Because all these different adversities that were there at the time, I was able to push through that because my preparation was strong to give that interview. I didn't need to say, hey, can I get 2 more days to go for this interview or prepare for this interview, because I was prepared for it. So I think preparation matters much more than the conditions. Because I think the interviewers would have known at the time, like even if I didn't tell them and the topic didn't come with the hiring managers, they would have known that like this guy looks sleep deprived, looking at my eyes and all that. It's pretty easy to catch, I guess. But I think the preparation was more important. They would have seen how I'm answering, if I'm a good fit for the role, and then based on that they would have taken a decision, and not on oh, my background doesn't look good or my net connection doesn't look good. That would not be one of the conditions that would have looked at. And lesson number three is, one uncomfortable decision can change years of your career. Years of your career. Let me tell you, like, I went ahead with this interview, and I was able to get that job. I was able to get, I had multiple rounds after that. Like, this was one of the rounds. I had to give another few rounds after that, which were also apparently late at night for me because I was in India. But I was able to give those rounds, and I was able to get that job and the offer letter from the company at the time. That uncomfortable decision that I had to take at the time, kind of changed the way I look at, in the career, and, uncomfortable conditions that we have. So I think that really is something that I wanted to share with you. I'm pretty sure you, as students or working professionals, would resonate with what I said. You would have a lot of situations in which you had to work late nights, study late nights, and try to kind of push through to get what you wanted after that. At that time, you didn't think, like, what are the lessons. You decided yourself that this is what I want to do, and you didn't wait for that right moment to come. That right moment, because we don't know when it is going to come. if you have pushed through this, like, I know a few people who work late nights, they work with a US client or a foreign client from India, and or in a different country, and then they have to work late night. If you are one of them, or there are like students who work late nights, I'm just talking about unfavorable conditions. If you are one of them and you have those incidences, please share that in the comments. It can definitely help others who are reading these comments and watching these videos.